So I didn't want to make a video about this at all, and I think that it shows because I'm using my phone instead of actually firing up my setup to talk about it. And it's because I don't care about this topic, literally at all. However, I'm going to play Mr. YouTuber Man for a few minutes, and this is the hot topic right now in the college football world, especially amongst Miami Hurricanes fans. It's sort of divided the fan base a bit, and people are getting really riled up about this thing. And I'm going to be yet another person giving my opinion. I know every other Miami Hurricanes YouTuber and content creator out there has also talked about this. So here's my 2 cents on it for those that care, and it might possibly surprise you a bit. We're seeing a lot of Canes fans pissed off because Miami Hurricanes alumni are showing some support for Deion Sanders and the Colorado football team. And by support, I mean they're on the sidelines at the games. We saw them in some Colorado gear on the sidelines, rocking one of the shirts or one of the jerseys. And Miami Hurricanes fans are just losing their minds. You can't wear other teams' apparel. That's blasphemy. I can't believe it. They're not real ride or die Miami Hurricanes. Now, to be fair, everyone is entitled to their opinion, and if that's how you feel, that's okay. There's not a right or wrong in any of this. You're allowed to feel however you want about it. But I do want to ask you a quick question. And let me make this crystal clear real quick. I also would not be caught dead in a Colorado shirt or jersey. That's just me personally, but I don't see anything wrong with other people doing it. For starters, number one, because I don't care what other people do for the most part. I just really don't. Number two, we don't know what their exact circumstances may be. You have to understand that in today's times, whether you like it or not, that's irrelevant. It's all about chasing clout and what is the hot, trendy topic right now. And right now, that is Colorado. Everyone is talking about them. With that being said, I can understand a point of view or a world here where for some of those guys, Michael Irvin and The Rock, Warren Sapp was another guy that was doing it. There might be some interest there from a business perspective. They're seeing dollar signs. And I'm not going to say that they're trying to ride Deion's coattail per se, but there are opportunities there. Again, everybody's talking about it. You saw The Rock in the locker room, right? I know you guys saw it, and it's putting his face out there. Not that he needs more exposure, but I'm just saying. The point I'm trying to make here is we're not those guys. So even if we sit here, myself included, and I say, I would never rock Colorado gear. Well, I'm not them, and they have reasons probably to do it. Maybe also, some of them, I know for a fact, we're friends with Deion. So they're showing support for Deion, their friend. And again, they have possible, business interest in money opportunities and stuff involved in this. And before you jump in and you say, Coop, even with the money or with any of that stuff, I would never do it. There's a reason why we are where we are and they are where they are. They're business people. It's a business move, in my opinion. It's either a friendship move or a business move, period. I don't really overthink it, but I do want to say this. I do see the argument here and the frustration because you want to see alumni supporting and showing love for Miami. That brings Miami extra exposure. If The Rock was in Miami's locker room versus Texas A&M, then ESPN would be showing clips of it. In turn, that would be more exposure for Miami, and it would be a good look for the Canes and the University of Miami and our fan base. So trust me, I'm actually with you on that one, which is why I say I'm just kind of split on this. I don't really care one way or another. The Rock has shown tons of love to the U. He's donated a ton of money. I'm sure Michael Irvin has. I'm sure Warren Sapp has. But, Michael Irvin, I think, has some kind of TV thing coming up, and, that helps boost it with the Colorado stuff. The Rock is always putting himself out there when it comes to TV and movies and all that stuff. With Sapp, I think he's trying to get a job there. I don't know. So again, business interest, career, job opportunity kind of thing. But I just personally, I don't care what another grown man is doing or what he's wearing overall. But I won't deny that it sucks when it comes to some extra exposure for Miami when those guys are showing love for Colorado and boosting their views up instead of Miami's. So I do get that argument. Now, Alonzo Highsmith put out a message. Let me read it right quick. I wrote it down. After all this stuff happened, like I said, it's dividing alumni, Canes fans, everybody's butting heads over this. Alonzo Highsmith puts out a message, and it says this. Seems like every former player is a Colorado Buffalo now. I guess we'll just keep pressing on with a bunker mentality. It's us and only us, and I support Dion, but couldn't pay me to wear a Colorado Buffalo shirt. Now, for starters, same thing. Like I said, I wouldn't be caught dead wearing a Colorado Buffalo shirt either. I'm a Miami Hurricanes fan, so I do agree with him on that. Here's the thing, though. Alonzo Highsmith is the general manager of football operations at Miami, which means he's literally employed by Miami. So that needs to be and should be his response. I wouldn't expect anything different from Alonzo Highsmith. Michael Irvin, on the other hand, is not employed at Miami. Neither is Warren Sapp. Neither is The Rock. And again, they have shown support financially and in other various different ways. So I just think that people are a little pissed off because they're seeing alumni in opposing teams' gear, and they're just not willing to try to put themselves in someone else's shoes. Like I said, I know it's an unpopular opinion, y'all. And I know that people are going to jump on here and be like, Coop, you're absolutely crazy. I don't support Colorado. I don't care what Dion's doing. Now, am I watching it? Oh, yes, I am. I am absolutely watching it. The entire world is watching it. It's a hot topic right now, so of course everybody's going to be keeping an eye on it. I literally live streamed a hangout for the Colorado State game. I've never before done something like that. Now, I also did Tennessee and Florida because I wanted to laugh at Florida, but of course they ended up winning, so it kind of backfired. But everybody's kind of keeping an eye on it. After all the turnover, his son being the quarterback, this big story that comes along with it. Will he succeed in year number one? Because if he does, it's going to mix up, it's going to shake up and shock the college football world. Because with that kind of turnover, it's going to take 2 to 3 years to make something happen. And if he does it in year one, people are going to be looking at other coaches and programs, and they're going to say, what's your excuse? And like I said, so many of you are going to take this the wrong way. I'm not backing up Dion. I'm not backing up Michael Irvin and The Rock and Warren Sapp or any of those other alumni that are showing them support. All I'm saying is I can understand from their point of view, their perspective, why they're doing it. Money, business moves, showing support for a friend. It is what it is. I've always said that there aren't any rules to this. I actually don't think it's weird to like multiple college football teams. Maybe you like Miami because you just grew up liking Miami. But then you end up going to school at UCF. So then you also kind of root for UCF on the side. There are people that say, Coop, you cannot do that. You pick one and that's it. Stop playing fan police. There aren't rules to this. You could like 15 college football teams if you wanted to. I don't care. I know this is the one that I like. I know that this is the only one that I care about, and I can control what I like and the team that I root for and show support for. But am I going to try to police someone else in what they want to do? No, I don't care. If they want to, I'm going to be honest with you, right? Let's just be blunt. I believe that Michael Irvin is a ride or die Miami Hurricanes fan. You cannot deny the things he's done for Miami on the field and off the field. But if that man came out and he said, hey, I'm a Miami Hurricanes fan and a Colorado fan, you know what my response would be? Cool. I don't care. I don't care. You know what I care about? The team that I root for and them doing well and them continuing to win. That's it. That's literally it. So I get it, okay? I understand the uproar. I get why Canes fans are mad. I understand that initially it can be a little jarring and shocking to look on the sideline and the camera pans over and look, there's The Rock and he's wearing a Colorado jersey and he's over here doing a secret handshake with Dion. What is this? Yeah, I know. I get it. I get it can be a little weird at first, but am I the only one that just doesn't care? It would be different, okay? I will say this. It would be different if all The Rock did was support Colorado. Like, he literally went to Miami and he comes out and he's like, all of my funds, any kind of donations, anything, it's all going to Colorado. Funnel all the money into the Buffaloes program. He's at every game, not just making an appearance at one. He's at every game, and he never mentions Miami ever again. And it's like he's completely disowned this U. That's how some people are acting, and that's not the reality of what actually happened. He was on the sideline for a game, and he wore a shirt. And I'm sure he'll still show love to Miami. And he literally tweeted about Miami a couple days later about the recruit. And then people said, you're just doing it because you got backlash from Canes fans. And maybe that's so. It's very possible that could be why he did it. I know he saw it on Twitter and on social media. But he hasn't stopped caring about Miami and Mario Cristobal and the program at Miami. Just know, final thought, right? Get it together, Coop. Summarize it. It's okay to do whatever you want to do. Who cares? I don't support Colorado, but I will be watching from afar. Do I understand the frustration with alumni and them showing support, out there, putting it out there, on platforms and stuff when they should be focusing on Miami? Yeah, I do see I see it. I fully understand. Before the people that are just losing their minds, completely disowning Michael Irvin, Warren Sapp, The Rock, and so on and so on, it's kind of a little extreme. If that's the case, you're going to need to bring that same energy. Would you have brought that same energy to Ed Reed if he would have kept the job at Bethune-Cookman? And then whenever we played them at The Rock, he wasn't wearing a Miami Hurricane shirt on the sideline while he's the head coach of the Wildcats? Now, you're going to say again, Coop, that's not it, because those guys aren't employed at Colorado. And to that I say, you're right, but it's also kind of sort of a similar argument because he's Miami Hurricanes alumni. How could he ever show support for anywhere else, no matter what? Right? I don't know. I say all the time that I'm crazy, and I know it. I am. I am. I'm off my rocker. But I don't get the level of pushback that I'm seeing. I guess that's what I don't understand. I do get it. I just don't get the extreme level of it. I guess that's where I'm coming from. I will continue to support Miami, the team that I root for, the one that I care about. And I'm pretty sure that all those guys that are Miami Hurricanes alumni are also doing the same. Just some more than others. We all got different opinions. It is what it is. Let me know if you agree or disagree with me down in the comment section below. Like I said, I had to play Mr. YouTuber, man. And that means riding that algorithm train and talking about things that everyone else is talking about. And, of course, it's freaking Dion and Colorado, even though they're going to get smoked by Oregon this weekend. Because I took the spread. I laid the points on Oregon, 21 or more. Oregon's going to put them in their place this weekend. A little bit of a wake-up call, shock them back to reality. But I'll just say this, man. You know what it's about. And if you question that, if you question my fandom and how I feel about it based on an opinion that I have, you can see your way on out of here. I don't care. All right? Go Canes. I'll see y'all in the next one.